Palworld is a game where you systematically use nefarious means to capture and enslave the adorable creatures therein. And I've been tasked with using any means necessary to capture them all within 100 days, which shouldn't be too hard after all. The game only has... In this video, watch as I use ethical methods to explore this game and slowly and ultimately realize the magnitude of my regret be made manifest. Dude, I'm done. I'm done. As I wake in this familiar yet legally distinct landscape, I immediately have an unquenchable desire for defilement.
You guys have no clue how good it feels to not be in Ark.
Right now in the early stages of this venture, we have two goals. Goal number one is to keep up with my PAL captures. Each 10-day segment, we're going to check in and see if I'm on track or if I'm falling behind at risk of getting kneecapped by my primary shareholders. And goal number two will be to take out our first tower boss, being Zoe, well known for her unquenchable thirst for pegging.
Let's grab some berries so that we don't immediately starve.
I begin picking berries to eat, but this nearby chicken is staring me down as if I threw his entire family into a goddamn meat grinder.
Dude, these chickens are just constantly staring at me. Take a picture, it'll last longer.
As I collect some loose pal spheres, storing them gingerly within my ass, I look to capturing my first pal.
You. I want you. Okay, good. Got him. Hell yeah, this is our first pal. Oh, it's a coward. It also has power of Gaia, whatever the f that means. What am I gonna name it?
I named this Cativa Jorpus.
Okay, Jorpus. It's gonna be you and me against the world, Jorpus.
I don't know what it is, but I feel as if this pal is emanating some corrupt aura that makes me just dislike him.
I try to catch this lamb ball, too.
Next, I spot a lamb ball, which I similarly begin the process of subduing.
This one's got a bottomless stomach and it's a slacker. What the hell? Bro, this is the most shit pal I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Right now, my other first goal before my first goal will be to get a decent base spot to set up the glory hole gamer compound. I'm gonna be the Musk of man meat, the Bezos of balls, the Walton of wieners. However, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves as I spot and engage in combat with a nearby fox sparks.
Please don't kill me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just don't worry about it. All I wish is to enslave you for the rest of your existence. Oh, go. Oh, is that enough? No, please. Oh, God. Ah! Come on, come on, come on, come on. 75? I can deal with that. Yes? Please? 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 Oh, my God. Can I get him to accidentally hit this mammal rest? Yes, yes I can!
After witnessing the second fox sparks become evaporated, I spot the single best pal in the entire game and nearly cream my pants.
Wait! You! Ah! Gumas, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Gumas! Okay. Okay, what are we at? Yes? Oh my God, yes! I have a fucking Gumas. He's just such a goobly guy. He's just such a little scrunkus. I am going to keep this Gumas in my party for the entire playthrough. And as such, he's going to need a good name.
This Gumas is the greatest thing to ever happen to me. Surely he will destroy nations and bring me unfathomable wealth. I name him Dave. Dave and I, as we make our way down the hill, we quickly make a campfire to keep from freezing.
I think that was a very productive day one, I'm not gonna lie.
As I awaken on the morning of day two, still mildly sore on account of the many chronic diseases that I've picked up from many years of dumpster diving for used fleshlights, I outgas some thick gamer musk as I approach the church at the bottom of the hill, where I meet some thick MILF handing out chunky soup. I guess that's why they call her Mrs. Meat Stew. That and her massive cock.
I love Gumas so much. Like, Gumas is just such a fucking glumpus. Like, look at him. Dave, what you got going on inside of that head of yours? It's just white noise.
I continue moseying my degenerate ass on and come upon some ritualistic nonsense.
What the f is this?
Mom, I'm scared. Can you pick me up? They're doing demons again.
Wait, big ball. Big ball right there. Dave, what are you doing? You fucking moron! You can't fight them all? Or can you? Wait, what the hell? Dave! What the fuck? Oh my god. We eviscerated them. That was insane.
Somehow Dave is able to goo his moss all over this entire group of pals, just cementing in my head that he is the most massive meat scepter Giga Chad in all of Ghoultopia.
Oh wait, I need that. That's the fucking Eevee thingy. Well, it's not technically Eevee, but you know what I mean. Ah! Cremis! Just take a chill pill. It's all right. I just need you to be my unpaid employee for the rest of your existence. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Cremis! Hell yeah. Maybe this is a decent spot to set up a starter base, because I've got lots of paldium nearby. It's a flat area, but do I have any metal nodes? That's what I'm curious about. There's a metal node right there. It's hanging a bit precariously off of that ledge, I'd say. Yeah, I think this is a good spot.
As I come up on a very decent spot for the aforementioned Glory Hole Gamer compound, I think it would be a good time to make my way through some of these missions. Like obtain shit, craft a this, place a that, I smell piss and I shat. This goddamn freeloader Jorpus has been sitting in my inventory stinking up the place and being generally useless like he is prone to do, so I immediately put him to hard labor.
I need cloth! Get your ass to work! What are you doing slacking, bro? I guess I just have to do everything around here.
On the morning of day 3, I hold the slightest sneaking suspicion that it is suboptimal for me to continue being naked. So I direct Jorpus to start making me some clothes.
See, he's still in good condition. He hasn't started complaining that he doesn't have a bed yet, which I think is a good sign, because I don't intend on giving him one anytime soon. Looking nice and protected right now, I'd say. Just ignore that about 70% of my legs are exposed. Okay, I'm currently starving of wood, but I sure as hell don't want to collect it. So, let's see if we can find any wood pals. Well, would you look at that?
This elk is looking mighty scrumptious, and I for some reason have the desire to visit Enumclaw, Washington. However, somehow, I have no idea how it happened, I intimidate it, and it immediately runs in absolute terror.
Dude, get back here! It just started running.
I come across a nest of unadulterated depression, Coke cans filled with piss, and half-eaten hot dogs notwithstanding. I pull out Dave, and immediately, what the hell is even that?
Oh, Dave! Dave, no! Dave was immediately getting slimed into oblivion. And I'm beginning to think that having a bow would be a good idea right now. However, I do not have wood. The whole point of me going out is finding something that can get me more wood. Syndicate thug? That's not good. They're fighting those lamb balls. Oh my god, and they're annihilating them. The syndicate thug got fucking annihilated by this lamb ball. Wait, this is that settlement that I'm supposed to bring this soup to.
On my outing, I come across the small settlement that Soup Milf wanted me to visit. I provide said soup and begin socializing despite my horrific cloud of gamer funk assaulting the nostrils of the local inhabitants. Here I can bring bounties that I'll collect for a reward, and I can also spend gold here for a variety of resources. I'll keep this in mind for the future. I then return to Soup Milf to inform her of how her meat was received by the locals, and she in turn rewards me. YouTube won't allow me to show what happens, but just use your imagination. As I limp my way back to my base, I notice a new elk that I can capture and use for the production of wood.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Will you quit running? I cannot catch up to you. He already knows that he's gonna be put to an inhumane amount of labor.
I pull out Dave to give this elk a taste of his slimy stem. And of course, Dave is completely ass blasting this sorry son of a bitch.
We're doing some decent damage on him. What are we at? 27%?
With a 27% chance, I throw my sphere, and that's pal number 6. While I'm out, I may as well capture my 5 lamb balls required to complete this mission.
Okay, and I think this is my last lamb ball that I need.
What do I get in reward? You guessed it, now the ever-present demonic entity that only I can see will temporarily stop telling me to commit arson. I return home and get to upgrading the base. I place a storage box down, which gives me the next base level. I also deploy my elk, who can now repeatedly bash his head against these trees, giving him CTE. I can literally feel my ghoul schlong doubling in length by way of gaining 1 inch.
See what kind of technology we can unlock right now. The Crusher? What the hell? What is this, the Ball Crusher? Count me in. No, this is the Squidward killing machine. What the fuck? I think we're in a fairly good spot right now. I think that we could maybe take on our first mini-boss, this Chillet here. It's only level 11. Dave, our Gumas, is level 9. I think we can do it. And we do have this Mega Sphere.
So I think now would be a good time to take on my first mini-boss, that boss being this goofy little Scrunkus. I pull out Dave and engage this boss in glorious combat.
I really should have a bow right now, but I do not. Okay, he's not doing too much damage, though. I think we can bring him down a decent bit. Show no mercy, Dave! Gumas is such a scrunkly little guy. I love him. Oh, shit!
Dave brings him down to 13 health.
Oh!
I throw out my sphere and...
Oh, please, that was a 50% chance. He's at 13 health.
Instant nut.
Okay, that's our first boss kill. Hell yeah. That gave us 1 ancient technology point. Now, do I get the egg incubator or do I get the feed bag? I think we get the feed bag just for convenience.
While I am happy to have taken this Chillet out, 13 health giving me a 50% capture chance implies that I'm rapidly approaching pals that may be out of my reach. So I'll need to start improving. Should I get on an intelligent diet plan, start hitting the gym consistently, doing my cardio, and tracking along the way? Absolutely not, you fucking troglodyte. I'm buying off-market Trembolone acetate straight from Dildo Labs and injecting it straight into my butt cheeks.
Dude, what are you doing? I'm over here working my ass off. What, am I supposed to do this myself? God damn, finally, dude.
On day 4, I think now is a good time to get some stone and wood sites down, and you'll never believe this, for stone and wood. However, I need stone and wood for these sites for stone and wood, which I'll need tools to get, which I can't make because I have no stone and wood. Ceaseless dysphoria. I collect my shit, make my shit, collect more shit, make more shit, and now we can rest assured knowing that our unpaid workers will forever be generating wealth for the shareholders.
And you'll be glad to hear that this is where you're gonna spend the rest of your existence, is just mining stone here. What are you doing? Resting? Did I say you could rest, Jorpus? No, I didn't. What the fuck is this? All right, I guess I'll get disappointment in to help you since you're completely useless, Jorpus. I don't know why they're always taking breaks. This is really affecting my bottom line. Upset and not willing to do any tasks? Jorpus, what are you talking about? I've been paying you minimum wage this entire time. That's more than livable. Slacking off my ass, Jorpus. Oh wait, I haven't made them beds. Don't know how I fucked that one up. Yeah, I'm sure that'll do it. Not sleeping for, what is it, 4 days straight? I'm sure that'll make you slightly stressed. Bro is just out here trying to mine stone, but he's just hallucinating and fucking dying of heat syncope. Seems hungry. Did I forget to make a food box also? Why am I useless at this game?
After providing these unnecessary amenities for my wageoids, I'm given another base upgrade, sending me into a higher tax bracket where I can receive some new tax loopholes. Okay, now that we've got more space, I'm gonna throw disappointment in here permanently. I think he deserves at least that. I get this ranch place down with the intention of farming more pal spheres with this cremis that I'll place within. As I rise on day 5, the sweet stench of ball sweat and taint schmegma waft through the air as I watch my cremis and disappointment laboring away in the hot sun. I suppose 5 days without food may be suboptimal for production, so I get a berry plantation down just as a means of keeping them from initiating class action lawsuits. While yes, I do have a pal capable of planting, you'll never see me sully Dave's pure hands with hard labor, so I head out looking for a secondary Gumas and a watering pal as well. I catch this Pengulet, witness complete nonsense.
What in the goddamn hell is happening? I think you may be having a slight mental health crisis there, guy. You might want to seek assistance, I'd say.
Capture a Gumas, capture a Tanzee, and now we have automated food.
Why is Kremis only giving me wool? Is this not the right pal? Have I been severely mistaken this entire time? Which one's the one that gives me spheres? Okay, I need to look this up. Glenn!
So apparently Cremus does not in fact produce pal spheres, and to think you goblins were just sitting there watching me suffer, saying let's all laugh at the funny ghoul man for his brain is non-functional.
Vixie? Bro, this looks exactly like Kremis. Who was gonna tell me this?
Apparently the pal that I was thinking of was the Vixie. So the smart thing to do right now would be to head out and try to find one. Immediately, I take on the nearby syndicate camp. Of course, Dave is able to completely obliterate everyone in sight. These camps could be a good way to find rarer pals in the future because each one will have a caged pal in the center that I can free by way of providing new management. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed Ghoul set a goal and immediately get distracted. I need Vixies.
Oh, look at that. Another Krebmis. You're not a Vixie. I thought these were the ones that made spheres this entire time.
This will be a common theme in this video. Palworld has such an ass-stretching amount of content that it becomes very easy to just do stuff. As I'm out, I capture a pair of rubies. I unfortunately am not able to find a Vixie, so I make my way home, and why is Jorpus not producing me value?
Dude, Jorpus, get your lazy ass up. I don't care if you're upset and not willing to do any tasks.
My base this entire time has been obscured by the shadow of Zoe's enormous strap-on. I know for a goddamn fact that she pegs, so I'll need to come in as elastic as I possibly can be. First, I'll need a shield, which I direct my wageoids to construct for me as I scroll through r/Wall Street bets. Next will be a better weapon. Right now I have the old bow, however I'd prefer to have the 3-shot bow as an elaborate excuse for autoerotic triple penetration. This bow, however, is buried beneath a bit of a crafting tree, so I'll get those prerequisites out of the way, like the furnace, metal ingots, nails, the high quality workbench, and now I make the bow. And finally, after restocking my ammo, it's now time to fight Zoe. Or at least that's what I would have done were I not a semi-lobotomized homunculite.
Ooh, that's a big egg.
Instead, I get distracted by heading out and catching new pals.
Ooh, Jolt Hog.
As I'm out, my ears are assaulted with a heavenly sound, causing me to bust near instantly.
Wait, what's that sound? I hear a shiny. Shiny Jolt Hog? Okay, I'm gonna be quite frank with you. Unless you're new here, you're gonna know that I do a lot of ARC content. And I'm realizing that ARC maybe just does not have that much content compared to fucking Palworld. Because I'm on day, like, 7, and I've already got, like, a 1,300 word script right now.
After grabbing these fruits, I start descending down this slight downhill gradient towards another syndicate camp. Of course, they're all quaking in their boots, their shivers are timbered. It's Dave. Dave is of course able to evaporate these sorry sons of bitches, and we grab the encaged pal, which ends up being a Nox. I spot a Kelpsie, which I thought would be easy, but how severely mistaken I was.
We've got the little seal thingy over here. Can't remember what it's called. The Kelpsie, that's what it's called. Whoa, what the f? Oh my god, oh my god. Fucking run. I can't. Jesus fucking Christ, what is this dude's deal? Whoa! Oh, what the f? Oh my god! Okay, I need to go home. That Kelpsie nearly gave me a prolapse.
Has the entirety of the last day and a half just been a pretense for me to procrastinate the Zoe fight? Okay, no more putting it off, I'm fighting Zoe. I'm ready, lubed up, and elastic. I approach the base of her shaft, and nervously, I engage.
Oh, I'm not ready for this. Zoe is going to peg me into oblivion. I can already tell. Dude, her Canthal tilt is unbelievable. This was a bad idea.
As the fight commences, I need to be wary of Grizzbolt's large AoE attacks that have the ability to temporarily stun me.
Dave, you're behind a fucking pillar! How are we doing? I think we're doing okay. Dave, get out from behind there! God damn! Oh, Jesus! Oh, fucking Christ! Oh. Okay, Daisy, what are you doing? Chill it, I need you. Why do I have a lamb ball in my party? What the f is this? What am I doing with my life? Oh no, oh no, oh no! Ah! I'm almost out of ammo. Oh, big bolt! Avoid that, please, and thank you. Okay, it's under 50%, but I'm out of ammo now. I think there's a very real possibility that I time out. Ooh, fuck, Sparks, no. Dave, I need you. Oh, I gotta help, Come on, come on. Oh my God. Hell yeah. Dave, I love you. I love you so much, Dave.
And that's my first tower boss now defeated. Upon defeating them, I'm rewarded with ancient technology points, some new unlocked engrams, and incurable trauma. I use these points to purchase the egg incubator, giving me a new method to obtaining rare pals. I'll just keep all of my eggs in this conveniently placed box. Let's just hope that the pals don't just start throwing random shit into it.
What the f?
With Zoe now defeated, my next tower boss will be Lily, and I'll need to be prepared to handle her aggressive piss kink. I'm severely behind on the amount of pals that I should have captured by now, so I'll use day 9 as a day to catch up on my pal capturing. So let's head out and see what we can find. The morning of day 10, I take the time to do some chores. It appears that Jorpus has developed an eating disorder due to stress. Do you remember when Palworld was just a cutesy anime Pokemon clone? Yeah, me neither.
Jorpus has developed an eating disorder due to stress. What the hell? Jorpus, please. Okay, so it's telling me it wants me to make a hot spring. Maybe that's what Jorpus's problem is.
My pals right now are on the verge of unionizing, demanding a hot spring, so I head out looking to extract some fluids. Not dissimilar to my Tuesday nights.
Frog!
I've never in my life seen this frog thing, but let me tell you, I fucking love him.
I want you. Oh, frog! What the hell? I want frog. It has workaholic Crowajiro. I definitely pronounced that incorrectly. Okay, Jorpus, I'll make you this bullshit that you need. Are you gonna stop whinging constantly then?
Finally, I have enough. I make the hot spring, which my pals promptly ignore.
And you don't even use it, Jorpus. Ungrateful bastard, I'd say.
It doesn't matter, however, because this brings me to base level 8, allowing me to expand my unethical operations. Right now, I have a slight craving for blood. So I pay a quick visit to the Syndicate camp where the woed cries of my victims echo in my ear as I free a Bristilla. For our 30th pal, I think that I'd like to make it a special one. Jorpus, in his infinite desire to actively fuck my entire operation over, is unable to keep up with my stone requirements. However, about here I can find a boss pal named Pen King. This pal has level 2 mining, meaning he'll be able to provide stone for me at an increased rate. This fight is incredibly difficult in single player solely due to these little homunculus bastards constantly penetrating me with these icicle dildo attacks.
Fuck! No! Oh, he came out of nowhere, dude.
That first attempt did not go quite so well. So right now, let's up our capture rate at the Statue of Power.
Good. Okay, Dave, I need you, Dave. Wait. Nope. Let's get him down a little bit lower. Please be enough. Oh my God. Nice. And that's another mining pal, so now fucking Jormbus or whatever his fucking name is. Now I don't have to rely on him as aggressively.
Finally, we're able to capture this Pen King thanks to my increased capture power, my unrivaled skill, and my unrelenting disregard for self-preservation. Immediately, I get my Pen King to mining as a means of mentally tormenting Jorpus further, just knowing that he'll never be enough and nobody will ever love him because of that. Not like Dave, who is perfect in every way. It's the end of day 10, so this is gonna be our first check-in. Right now, we should be at least 21 pals, and we are currently at 30. Not only are we way ahead of schedule, but my dom said that she might unlock my chastity cage as a result. Are you still on bullshit energy drinks and soda? Immediately throw that shit in the fucking trash. Because I've partnered with Gamersupps in hopes of bringing you some actually good shit for once. Gamersupps is 0 sugar, less than 1 calorie, actually tastes good, and get this, it's only 40 fucking cents per serving. What is this goddamn nonsense? If you click my link or scan this QR code, you can use code Gruel at checkout to get literal free samples with 0 shipping costs or 10% off any purchase. Unironically, I love Gamersupps so fucking much. They have so many good flavors, and all of the branding is just, oh my god, chef's kiss. You can get caffeinated, non-caffeinated, sleep support, canned energy drinks, big titty waifu merch, big titty waifu shakers. It's a lot of that. It's a lot of anime titties. I can see everything you purchase using code Gruel, and let me tell you, I know what you slimy little ghouls have been up to. Check out Gamer Subs. Remember, the more that you support my sponsors, the more that I can get in the future, and the less likely it is that I can break from this neural degradation that you all put me through on a daily basis. As the sun rises on day 11, I can smell the sweet waft of pal tears in the air. I check my eggs to see if we've gotten any new pals, and to my surprise, I'm greeted with an Arsox. Throughout the playthrough, I'll be acquiring more and more pals from these eggs that I find around the map. However, I'll only be expressly mentioning it if it's narratively significant, or if I'm suffering a brain hemorrhage. Right now, the mission tab wants me to make my way over to the first wildlife sanctuary where I can find an earth elk. Now, some of you may say, Ghoul, you're a sham, you're a rapscallion, and a right flim-flam because you clearly can't pronounce this pal. And on the contrary, oh elevated one, keeper of sacred knowledge, I'll inform you that I'm going to defenestrate you.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
As I approach the sanctuary, I spot a nebulous abomination which I attempt to capture.
Ooh, it's strong. It's f***ing strong. Let's get out of here, please and thank you. Where is the f***ing fast travel point?
As I meander around the island, there are apparently no fast travels here, which is just dandy if you ask me. I then make my way onto the main landmass where I can most assuredly find this diarrhea-speared Servine. I'd recognize that deplorable smell anywhere, and I engage it in combat. Okay, next, let's take on this Cthulhu-esque monstrosity and, of course, attempt to remain right side out.
Oh, Jesus, fuck! Why only 6%? Fuck, please! Okay, what about this?
I do eventually have to pull out the big guns, being my Foxsparks and my Gigaspheres, but I'm able to capture it. As I make my way home from a successful trip, the mission info is informing me to take on Lily. I'm not quite strong enough for her torrent of piss that she'll assuredly unleash on me, so let's just make our way back home for now. Checking my eggs, I hatch a Depresso, bringing our total pals up to 34. While yes, I am happy with this progress, I've caught nearly every early game pal, that is, except for the one fucking pal that I actually need, the Vixie. I, however, have no idea where they spawn, so looks like it's back to consult the all-knowing homunculus of congealed human viscera that I keep in my fridge, named Glenn. Glenn has informed me after some wrangling that the Vixie can be found about here, so I skedaddle my juicy ass over there. As I'm out, I'm absolutely elated to spot a huge dragon egg. That made me bust twice. The good luck continues as I would recognize that rancid taint stench anywhere. It's a fucking Vixie.
Oh my god, Vixie!
I quickly capture it as I salivate thinking about all of the pal's balls I'll be able to slurp down now. I'm a gambling man, so I say we let it ride. I capture 2 more Vixies before I make my way home victorious.
There's so many eggs everywhere. That could be a future video, beating Palworld using only eggs.
As my game crashes. Ceaseless dysphoria. Back home, my Vixies are vixing, my Jorpus is jorping, and my Cortex is undulating. From my eggs, I hatch up a Dumud, which is pal number 36, and also my second level 2 mining pal.
Dumud good, I like Dumud.
Nearby we have this cavern that I would like to take a moist slimy dive into, so I quickly make a grappling gun, I shove it between my butt cheeks, and I make my way in.
Is this all sulfur? Sulfur's hard to come by, dude. Yeah, I'll have to keep this in mind for when I need sulfur later. When I start making ammo and stuff. Got a small power lotus, very nice. All right, Dave. Oh my god! Jesus Christ, Dave, you didn't have to do him like that, buddy. What the fuck? Is this a thing? What is this? Can I get pal spheres from here? I just don't know this game well enough, dude. There's just so much content in this game. I feel like it's just so much. Okay, I've got all these houses here. Let me scrounge around a bit. Just lickety-split, see what I can't find. Okay, well, I successfully found nothing in those houses, so let's just keep going. I'm so curious what these lotuses do. Like, what can I do with these power lotuses? I'll have to ask Glenn what I could do with those.
Right now, I'm realizing that caves are home to some insane loot. It would really behoove me to keep this in mind moving forward.
Very nice, very nice. I got a makeshift SMG schematic. Feel like that might be good, maybe. I've literally, like, this is as far as I have ever gotten in this game. I'm gonna be quite frank with you guys.
At the end of the cave, I'm greeted with a boss-sized Daedream, which I engage in combat.
Okay, very nice. I think that's my 37th pal now. Yeah, 37.
After emerging from this cave, I'm rewarded with lots of good shit like coins, gems, training manuals, pendants, and a schematic for an SMG, which I can only assume stands for Slurp My Gooch. Now for the rest of the day, let's do some chores. I grab a serpent from an egg, some nonsense from a syndicate camp, a cinnamoth from an egg, a Mao from an egg, and oh my goodness, what have we here?
Medical supplies that are effective at treating weakened and depressed pals.
I know just the pal that I can use this on. Let's see if feeding Jorpus all of these experimental drugs helps him be more productive or just makes him very ill.
Now, Jorpus, I know you've been working for 13 days straight. However, I got something that can help with that. Look at him. He's in great condition. Just a bit of anabolic steroids and he's back to the races like nothing ever happened. Look at him. He's happier than ever.
This way I'll know if these are safe to use on Dave, who I decide to give this little hat because he's just my special little guy.
If I could catch a vanworm, that'd be huge.
Right now I would very much like a flyer like a vanworm, so I head out and good God, what is this nonsense?
Take. I don't even know what I got.
Soon I spot a vanworm and I begin the capturing process.
Oh, good. Please. Okay. No, what the hell? How did I fail that? Okay, got him. Now back home, please, and thank you. Oh, I'm so dead. Just anywhere. That was so close. I very nearly got railed there.
Now, erect wiener comically flopping about, I make my way home, and to my absolute delight, I can see that my bad dragon ovipositor is seconds away from busting.
Ooh, my huge dragon egg is almost done. I swear to God, if this is just a chillet, I'm gonna lose my shit. Oh, Relaxaurus, bruh. Oh my God, that's epic. I'm literally the soy Wojak right now.
I think that now is a good time to take on some mini bosses, starting with this Catris. I'm at the perfect point to take on this boss at whatever the fuck level I'm on right now. I enter this boss arena, and I can immediately see this Rule 34 magnet coming at me like a horny freight train.
Oh, Dave, I'm sorry. Oh, fuck. Oh, Dave, don't die, please. I need you. Oh, I'm not doing a lot of damage. I'm gonna be quite frank with you. I gotta pull out my Daisy. My Foxsparks is not doing good. Oh, wait, Daisy's goated? Oh, Daisy. Okay, Jolt Hog. Oh, God. Oh, I've only got one Gigasphere. Okay, Chillet is not the correct element. Yeah, Chillet is gonna get fucking railed. I gotta pull Dave out again. Dave, what are you doing? Okay. Please. Oh my God.
These higher level PAL balls are extremely valuable, so I can't afford to be slinging them around like that just willy-nilly. I head to the King P.A.K.A. as my next victim.
Oh, look at this. Vixies. The second that I don't need them, I find them everywhere. Oh! Ah! Fuck. Oh my God, Dave, save me!
These Melpacas are absolutely yanking my ass hairs, twisting them into a watertight seal and using it to plug up my butthole, so I need to quickly dispose of them.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. I don't have my shield! Oh, fuck. Chill it. Oh, no, fuck! That was the wrong time to do that. Only a 2% chance? What is this bullshit? Why is my capture power horrendous? Dude, my bow is completely useless! I need a better weapon. Okay, let's pull out Daisy, see what she does. 5%, please! I can't afford this. I have not spheres. Huh. Oh, was that something? Is that something? No. Is that good? This is my last Megasphere.
And with that, that's my 45th pal.
Messenger of love. What mean ye? I'm a messenger of love and emotional expression. I've come to deliver the refreshing joy your heart desires. What? Wants me to wave? Hello? Okay, cool, I guess.
Back home, I'm enjoying an IRL victory meal of potatoes and sadness when I get the most peculiar notification.
Raid! Raid! I'm getting raided? What the hell? Quit raiding me, bro. They're literally level 3 syndicate thugs.
It seems as though these level 3 syndicate thugs think that they won't get immediately evaporated.
I'm not sure what your plan here was.
The results were as expected. Based on those boss encounters, I think that it's in my best interest to get some better gear because this 3-shot bow just ain't cutting the mustard, quite frankly. I make the weapons bench, which allows me to make the crossbow, and right away this crossbow is an insane improvement over my 3-shot bow.
Okay, what kind of damage are we doing? Oh!
As I use it, I can feel my gamer cred and Reddit updates multiplying by the second. My narwhal does in fact bacon at midnight. With this newfound Reddit karma, I flop my overwhelming meat scepter out to take out and capture a stray Nightwing. This very well may be the point where all of the money, weed, and pussy goes straight to my head because I begin prepping to take on Lily. I need to show her that my piss kink is greater than hers. I make the cold armor, the mega shield, swap out some irrelevant peons for Catrus and Vanworm, and finally I'm feeling like we're making good progress, and what in the goddamn nonsense is this?
A what? A collar for Daisy?
Now speaking of getting pissed on, I think now is a good time to make my way over to Lily.
Oh my god, it's so far away, dude. What am I doing here, man? All of the pals here are like level 25 to level 30. I'm beginning to think that I may be in slightly over my head in this area. Is that a shiny fish? I really need to like get, You know, I'm realizing I very much should have made that Vanworm saddle. I also like that the cold armor is just like midriff and booty shorts.
Feeling the sting of my frozen frostbitten piggies, I nervously enter this boss arena.
Oh, what is my party looking like? Catrus has got flame attacks. I've got Fox Sparks that's got flame attacks. Vanworm, and Dave is just the fucking Omni Chad. So I think we should be good, honestly. Maybe. I have no idea. All right, here we go. Bro, she has literal ass cheek hanging out. You can't tell me this game isn't just a gooner game. Oh! I'm sorry. I take it back. I'm sorry. Ooh, okay. Okay, not bad. Oh! Oh my god! Vanworm! My Vanworm very nearly died. Oh god, I can simply not do this. I think we are, as they say in the biz, in an unideal situation.
And to absolutely no avail, Lily binds me to the bedpost and nearly waterboards me. Wonderful. Stupendous.
I thought that you did that fight at level 20. What the hell? I thought I was over-leveled for that shit. Okay, I reckon that maybe now is a good time to do a little bit of recovery from that anal pounding that we just took.
Completely unrelated, now sounds like a great time to head out and capture pals for XP. Now, while this footage rolls, allow me to hit you with another Ghoul fun fact. Did you know that a brand new maximalist decor style called hyper decor is taking off to combat minimalism? You could check out such interior design communities on Reddit at r/hyper. As I continue this epic gamer leveling session, I spot yet another nest of depressos. This time I'll be sure to take it out carefully and slowly, picking off the smaller ones one by one, meticulously cleaning up all of the piss jugs and McDonald's wrappers until I'm able to finally focus on the boss. I'm well aware that alpha boss pals provide little benefit beyond an increased health pool, however my rotted little ghoul brain can't help but see big pal equal funny. I then hear that sweet sound that makes me erect near instantly every time I hear it.
Wait, Lucky Pal? Where Lucky? Where Lucky Pal? Down here? What is it? What is Lucky Pal? Lucky Monkey? I want Lucky Monkey. You're mine. Lucky Monkey! Infinite stamina, what the hell?
Okay, I'm now currently level 27 and my pals are not. So let's take some time to kill some mini bosses. This'll give me some XP, level my party pals, and add a microscopic amount of value to my miserable life. First, it's the Pen King, which I take on with my Catris, the Chillet with my Vanworm, and Azure Robe with my Chillet. Quick question to all you ghouls out there, should I be concerned if there's blood in my stool? After getting absolutely domed and soaked by Lily, I've had some time to get a Planet Fitness membership, work out for 1 week, and hop on Diana Ball after not immediately seeing results. So as of sound mind, I once again challenge Lily.
Lily, this leafy bastard, this is one femboy that she wishes she had never fucked with. Oh wait, I forgot to change all my pals they all leveled up, so they changed all their moves. Fucking Catris, you first. I'm just gonna hide back here while I do this momentarily. How are we doing? Oh my god! Holy! That attack is completely insane. Vanworm is nuts. He has no health, though. His health is fucking ass. Suck my oiled, juicy ass. Oh my god, all of my fire pals are not doing too hot. We are sitting at about 50% health, though, which is really decent. Dave, what are you doing, man? Dave, come on. Okay, I just need to, like, sit back for a bit while my shield regenerates. I really should have brought more fire pals. My Fox Sparks is looking a little worse for wear, but I think we can do it. My Catris is in good shape. I can pull her out.
It's extremely close, and I very much should have brought more fire pals, but Lily is soon defeated.
Suck my tiny fucking micro penis, you leafy bitch!
Killing my second tower boss gives me access to the ore mining site, which I place down hoping that Jorpus, that slime-eating weasel bastard, can finally give meaning to his pathetic life.
Okay, we are now producing ore. This will accelerate my ability to enslave my workers.
Tower boss number 3 will be Axel. I've never faced him, however, looking him up, he appears to be the most crackable twink that I have ever seen. Outside of myself, the Ring of Mercy, which I would very much like, appears to be 30,000 gold, which, believe it or not, I do not have.
Maybe tomorrow I do a cave run so that I could get some gems so that I could buy this Ring of Mercy, because this is going to be, like, very, very nice for catching more pals.
So I quickly enter the nearby cave to hopefully grab some valuable stuff. I'm able to sell all that stuff, purchase my Mercy Ring, and now let's test its effectiveness. This Mercy Ring wrapped snugly around the base of my erect wiener gives me an uncanny ability to edge. Any attacks directly from me will in fact not kill, instead leaving my targets at 1 HP, making them all the more easy to catch.
My pal sphere situation is, I'd say, less than ideal. Like, I currently have the technology to make the hyper spheres, and I simply am not. Let's get a couple of these mini bosses out of the way.
Let's take some time to fight and capture some new mini bosses right now. First, it's this level 23 Bushi. I make my way to this Patella here, and I'm given a gift straight from the gods who caused me suffering so great.
Oh my god, hyperspheres.
These 4 hyperspheres, I'm sure, will be put to exquisitely good use when used for Kegels.
Mimog. Oh my god, he's so fast. What is that attack? What is my Catris on lately? God damn.
And with that, it's now day 20, so let's do our 20-day check-in. Here we are currently at 50 pals, which is a decent bit ahead of the 43 that we need to be at. Things are going swimmingly right now, or at least that's what I thought, before level 16 floppy.
Oh god, oh god.
Now, this floppy lays me down and humiliates me so badly, that shit was the subject of international discourse.
Flappy! Oh, I'm so screwed. I am so screwed.
I'm soon bound and gagged, forced to squirm on the ground like a pretty little slut.
Oh my god! Why, Floppy? Why do you gotta be such a big floppy dildo?
In fact, it's so bad that I was close to deleting my channel, faking my death, and moving to Thailand under an assumed identity.
Oh my god, am I gonna use a hypersphere on a level 16 Floppy? I died?
This historic putdown inspires me for the first actual time in this playthrough to make some green spheres. As I return, I make sure to murder a couple floppies in cold blood before actually capturing one.
Holy, finally. Oh, is this new pal? This is new pal. I have not seen this pal.
I see you tomorrow.
Whoa! Whoa! Well, I steer clear of that, I think, till I've got a better weapon. Whoa, what is that? Foxicle? That is a very cool pal. I like that a lot. 12% chance? Yeah, no. Ah, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god. Please! I can't afford this! Okay, red balls. Red balls are coming out! Fuck! No! Fuck you! Fuck you! Do I just need to go like full hyper optimized into making ingots? Because that is what I'm currently lacking, I'd say. I am in generational ingot debt. It's because I've been basically sprinting this entire time. I just like haven't taken the time to do a lot of farming because I have so much to do in this playthrough. It's not even funny.
What are these videos other than the mad ramblings of some degenerate ghoul suffering from AI psychosis? ChatGPT has opened my eyes to the truth that I am the supreme god king of all creation and serve as an oracle to bring about the return of the Dark Lord Cthulhu. I think I'll head out to grab some new pals. Starting with Day 22, I'm beginning to see the unconscionable evil that shall become ammo.
Oh my goodness. Why? This shit is gonna take so long. Like, who thought it was a good idea to make ammo take this fucking long to make? Yeah, and right now I have 0 ingots. Ingots are horrendous to get in this game. Like, I simply do not get enough ingots, I'd say.
So I grab a second Pen King, put it to hard labor, grab sulfur from the nearby mine, and get to producing more ammo. Day 23 is another day of chores, slowly stocking back up on ammo and spheres. One small issue that I'm running into is this.
Dude, both of my Pen Kings! What are you doing? Bro, what is this nonsense? Dude, my pals are always getting stressed. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. My pals are not in a good way right now. Pals recover plenty of sanity while in the hot spring. Do I need to make this? I don't have any cement. How do I make cement? I make cement with all of this. Good God.
As much as I would prefer not to, I'm forced into making the high-quality hot spring for my wageoids as to keep them from revolting.
Bro has 2% sanity. Bro is hanging on by a goddamn thread. My man here is in desperate need of some respite. Is this helping? Oh, thank God, his sanity is increasing so fucking fast. Thank God. Yeah, bro was hanging on by a goddamn thread there, I'd say.
Okay, 3 days into this same bullshit, and the mental situation is less than ideal. In fact, to quote the late and great Albert Einstein, shit's fucked.
These assembly lines take 100 ingots each. God damn. I'm beginning to think that I just make a second base that's on top of a bunch of metal nodes. Yeah, like around here, there's a really good spot. Yeah, maybe this just becomes my metal base.
So I make my way over to a spot that I know that I can find an unholy amount of metal, and I immediately begin the process of environmental rehabilitation, complete with mining pals, gathering pals, a minimum legal requirement for amenities. This base will produce metal for me, the like of which the world has never seen the like of which. Now, does this mean that Jorpus back home will get a break? Absolutely not. In fact, I make sure to leave the stone mine back at the base just out of pure vitriol. While my pals slowly lose their sanity back at base, I think that I'll go fishing. Quickly finding some fishing spots, I make sure to dip my fat hairy nuts in them, hoping that they get nibbled on.
Hey! Hey! What, bro? What the fuck? I was doing something. All right, Catras, save me.
As I'm fishing, to my absolute chagrin, I'm surprised gangbanged by a pair of green pandas. Now, however, is no time for tomfoolery, so I work quickly to subdue this horribly endangered species. As day 24 comes to a close, I'm rewarded with some slimy little goblin.
I like this dude. He's just a goobly little guy.
My self-diagnosed TikTok millennial ADHD won't allow me to continue this, however, so I head north where I come across some hot, swampy gamer gooch bots. biome. My keen old sniffer can smell a tribute jar from a mile away. And would you look at that, Rule 34 artists are truly feasting like medieval kings with this game. Next I catch a Kelpsea Ignis. I've got sweat dripping between my butt cheeks, but I press on, coming to a new biome, the desert.
Okay, this area has lots of many new pals that I have not seen, but I think I may be slightly underleveled, perhaps. Chill it! Help me! I'm out of ammo! Fuck! What in the goddamn hell is that nonsense? I need to get to this fast travel, like, immediately. I am highly underprepared for this area, I would say.
This fast travel appears to be near a settlement, so let's head inside and see what we can find.
Are there any fancy merchants here? Like, can I buy good stuff?
Hey, would you look at that, a friendly looking pal merchant. I wonder if he'll have any new pals for me. Hold those you love close, for God has truly abandoned his creation. Day 26 goes by quickly, as the majority of what I can do cannot be shown on YouTube without serious ramifications. However, after said unnamed illicit activities, I get a meteorite straight to the dome.
Whoa, what is that? I have never seen this pal before.
My mental state has never been better, as is evidenced by the fact that I'm hallucinating nothing but Martians.
Oh my god, another one of these things. Hey, get back here. Where the fuck? Dude, bro, I swear to God. Bro just fucking skedaddled right quick. Oh my goodness.
Back home, I think that now would be a good time to clean up my horrific hoarding problem, not by nipping it at the bud, no, but by making it worse. Pals, when placing items into chests, are about as dumb as a sack of semi-used butt plugs, and I'm at risk of slipping even further into insanity. Today's gonna be a day of more enslaving, or employing, of new subjects. Right now we're at 66 pals, so I make my way to the mountain, where I capture a... I can feel my neurons rotting at this point, but that doesn't stop me from making preparations to take on my next tower boss. Preparation number 1? Industrialization. This allows me to make a better glider and a better shield. As much as it hurts me to get rid of my goon bait pals, it is a necessary and temporary sacrifice that I'll need to make. Instead, I'll add a Robin Quill Terra and some other bullshit. I didn't write it in my notes, and I'll be damned if I go looking through my footage any more than I already do. And it's now time to use nefarious means to level my pals. While yes, this Univolt would serve as a fine addition to my ranks, I more so use it as a meat bag to level my Robin Quill.
What? What is this? What the fuck is this? There's a fucking boss Gumas? You are absolutely fucking me right now. This is simply not true. I do not believe you. Okay, this area is like so low level, but it's so far away from the starting area. How is a like starter player supposed to get over here? Oh my fucking god! I want you now.
Because it's level 11, the capture goes fine and dandy, and I then quickly take it home to get it put into the base.
Bro, I fucking love Gumas. He's just such a scrunkly little flumpus.
We've procrastinated long enough. Axel is edged and ready to bust all over us, so I make my way over to the base of his shaft. I can't use my Vanworm in this hot environment. As I ride on its back, my gooch is reaching critical temperature levels, threatening to worsen my already horrific swamp ass.
How am I gonna get up here? How is one supposed to do this? I really should have leveled that crystal Vanworm that I had. Yeah, we got so many dudes just like sitting around, just being a general nuisance. How about you leave me the fuck alone, please? Hey, I can't fucking move! Well, I guess I'll just start scaling fucking Mount Vesuvius here. I'm going up this mountain the complete wrong way. I'm sure of it. Yeah, they didn't even bother texturing this side of the mountain. I feel like I'm simply doing this incorrectly.
However, attempting to scale this mountain on foot is proving futile, so I mount my chillet in hopes of finding another way up. This volcano is 100% effective at cooking man testicles, sterilizing at a rate yet unheard of. However, one upside is the amount of eggs and effigies we are finding is off the fucking charts. I haven't seen this many eggs since I went through that ovipositor phase last now. As I come up on the fishing settlement at the base of the volcano with still no easy way up, I regret to inform you that I should probably use my brain.
Okay, well, I've circumnavigated the entirety of the base of the volcano, and found no good way up. So I very well may be in a position where I have to level my Crystal Van Worm.
I have this Crystal Van Worm sitting in my box, so I quickly make the saddle, and I make my way back. Even though the relentless heat is beating down on me like a chain-smoking father, the Crystal Van Worm offers cooling respite directly to my exposed taint. Finally, I make it to his tower. Not sure what to expect, I nervously enter this boss arena.
Oh, what the hell? Dude, bro is such a twink. Oh my god. Oh god. This is not good. Yeah, look at him. Bro is such a little twink. Oh, he's fast. Oh, he's fast. Ah! Oh, he's definitely doing some damage. Oh shit. Oh shit. Dave! Dave, save me. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? How is one to do this? Oh, he's coming after me. Dave! You're supposed to be helping me! Okay, elk. Pulling out the elk. What are these attacks? What is happening? Yeah, I'm beginning to think that perhaps I may be slightly underleveled for this boss. Oh, my elk died! Fuck! Oh no, oh no, not good, not good. Oh no! Holy, this boss is hard. This boss has got me hard.
Apparently not all twinks are subs, as it turns out. Axel ties me down, folds me in half, slaps me, and calls me a pretty little slut before changing his contact in my phone to new owner. It's evidently clear that I'll need to do a lot more before I can take him on again. Well, beating these tower bosses doesn't necessarily contribute to the main objective of the video. Defeating them does unlock technology that can help me. I take the time to grab metal from my second base. How are my pals doing? Terribly? Could not care less. Immediately, I make the compound bow, the sphere assembly line, I hatch a this thing and a this thing, and I sloop down a refining forge, which I immediately begin pissing into. It's day 30, so let's do our check-in. We're currently sitting at 76 of the 64 pals that we need to be at. Now, you may have noticed that I'm not showing every single pal capture, and that is for one specific reason. I don't wanna. Excellent, now we can start making these refined ingots for whatever the fuck demonic incantations they are required for. Speaking of demonic incantations, I placed down the Pal Blender, which will allow me to effectively throw innocent lives directly into a meat grinder and use that homogeneous viscera to power up the pals that I like. Case in point, Dave. So I head out looking for some goo to moss. These innocent bystanders are lured in with the promise of comfortable work and competitive benefits. However, little do they know what unconscionable horrors truly are awaiting them. This'll teach them next time they think about replying to an Indeed listing. Well, would you look at that? Dave is now 2 stars, making him all the more powerful and increasing the size of his already massive slimy meat hook. And I'll preface this with, I'm sorry if it seems like I don't know what I should be doing right now. It's because I don't. For the remainder of the day, I purchase this dig toys from a pal merchant, place it into the industrial torture base, hatch a blaze howl, start making spheres, shit directly onto my bedroom walls, smear corrupt whisperings from the world beyond onto them, weep over the ever-wailing voices that relentlessly torment me, telling me to do wicked things. Well, would you look at that? It's the morning of day 32, and let's do a bit of spring cleaning. We've grown so quickly that I've seldom had time for organization. We get to base level 15 and 16, and the base at this point is starting to look nice and efficient. In fact, let's celebrate with a bit of meandering. Inside a musky man cavern, I slurp down a Gelroy, bringing me now to 80 pals captured. There are a decent amount of pals that I still need to catch over at the volcano, so I make my way over.
Whoa! What the hell? That is so cool.
While out, I uncover a new area of the map that indeed is offering new pals that I haven't seen before. Now, things are going well right now, so those of you that only come to see me suffering, I may be losing you, but you corrupted homunculites will be glad to hear that I get absolutely stretched by some nebulous apparition who serves merely as a means of humiliation.
Why is that a 1% chance? God damn! Bruh! Why is this a fucking 7% chance with the hyperspheres? I cannot afford this. I'm using all of my hyperspheres, dude. Do I just say fuck it and leave her? Okay, yep, never mind. Never mind. There's so many good pals that I want, but I just cannot catch them.
Upon returning home, I gingerly thunder cunt all of my eggs directly into their incubators with the might of 1,000 suns. Right now, I should start thinking about breeding. In-game. So I get some cakes cooking, but guess what, ladies and gentlefucks? These cakes are going to take until the heat death of the universe to fucking cook. I think by the time these cakes finish cooking, I will have paid off all of my high-interest payday loans that I took out to keep up with my thousands of dollars in OnlyFans subscriptions. I make a higher quality fishing rod, and get this, you'll never believe it, I go fishing. I'm able to slurp down the entire girth and length of a few new pals, and immediately after, while I'm doing my usual meandering, I spot some arousing, nut-busting, boner-inducing, prostate-stimulating, goddamn gem. The fight is long. The fight is hard. But Dave and I are able to bring him to 1 health, and now to give him the balls.
Oh, please, that was a 2% chance. Oh, fuck my life. No! Please. Oh my god. Oh, fuck, no. Oh, god fucking damn it. My capture power is just simply not high enough. That was tragic.
It seems as though my efforts are completely in vain, however, and I'm forced to retreat with nothing but the shame of my tiny micro penis. Oh, what's this? What do mine eyes behold? Could this be another wildlife sanctuary? It appears so. And look at all of the good rare pals that can be found here.
It's Ginormosaurus.
What is this? Oh my god. Ah! I'm trespassing. I'm sorry. Bro, there's so many good pals here. Dude, what the fuck? This is the... Oh my god. I can't catch any of them. I'm too low level.
Looks like this anathematized world, I'm safe nowhere, so at least I can go back home to be safe in my bastion.
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. This not good. What the fuck? What the fuck? Catris, help. Bro, you killed so many of my pals. What is this? This is bullshit.
As you could imagine, Jorpus, that degenerate weasel, is not keeping up with my stone requirements, so I deploy my Alpha Xenoguard to get it to making up for Jorpus's shortcomings. From an egg, I get this thing, which is nice because it's really cool and has very good stats. Is that narratively significant in the slightest? Not at all. Let's just let Ghoul have what little joy he can in this cruel world for once. I notice that I can make a sphere launcher, so I get it crafted up and I take it out to test.
Oh, okay. So it's not like insanely good, but it just removes the RNG of me having shit aim, if that makes sense. I'm curious what this is. What is sphere module? These are sphere modules. Okay, yeah, none of these look necessarily that good. Oh wait, this one enhances my capture power. Oh, these all increase my capture power. Maybe I just go with this one. This one looks like the most like actually usable. Are you still making these fucking cakes? How long does it take to make a cake, my guy? I started these like 5 goddamn days ago. Bro is not the cake boss. Apparently making cakes in Palworld is more difficult than nuclear fusion. That just increases my carry weight? That's been sitting in my box since the beginning of the goddamn playthrough. Are there other remedies that I can make? So I can make other remedies. Okay, I understand now. So if I want to make some mite remedies, I'm gonna need Rushhore pork and I'm gonna need Moozarina meat. I can get that.
So apparently this entire time I've been able to use remedies to increase my stats. For this power remedy, I'll need Moozarina and Rushhore meat, so I head out to get it, and of course I'm immediately distracted by funny little goblins.
What is this? Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's a boss. Never mind. Let's get out of here. Anubis is like very, very, very good pal. I'm pretty sure it has like the highest handiwork ability. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to take on a level 47 boss Anubis.
But by the end of the day, I get this remedy crafting, and I'm sure that it won't take multiple days to make. My recent visit to the 3rd wildlife sanctuary has inspired me to make my way to the 2nd one. And as I approach it on my chill, all of the pals here appear to be juiced out of their goddamn brains, just outgassing testosterone and pure trembolone acetate.
Oh, that's level 40. Oh, that's level 45. What the fuck? fuck is that? I should not be here. I should not be here.
Let's continue uncovering more of the map. At this point in the playthrough, however, I do feel as though I'm starting to get a good handle on what to expect moving forward, and what in the mother of monster cock is this goddamn nonsense?
Sealed realm of Terraria? What the hell? This is some goddamn nonsense.
Of course, as you can imagine, when entering the sealed realm of Terraria, you're greeted with green slimes and straight up demon eyes.
It's official, this is my favorite game. Hallowed Bar! What the fuck is this? Okay, so looking at this, it looks like the Terraria pals don't show up on the Palpedia. So these ones don't count towards the final, like, pal count. But regardless, I'd like to see what they are and maybe catch them if I can. What do I use these hallowed bars for?
Even though these captures don't count towards my Palpedia, nobody has ever complained about too much slime. In fact, many online communities exist celebrating slime content. Check out one such community on Reddit at r/slimegirls. When I return home, I make a grave discovery.
What? When did this take place? Jorpus, what have you been doing? How did Jorpus get to 2 stars? What in the goddamn hell is happening?
Let's continue unlocking more of the map for now. I eventually unlock an area called Sakurajima. However, this appears to be another area just out of reach for the level that I'm on. I'm familiar with this, however. Quite often, my dom will lock me into a chastity cage collar and leash me to a bedpost and place the key just out of reach so that she could watch me squirm on the ground summarily in some sick sadistic kink play. I decide that even if I can't catch pals by combat here, I may as well do some fishing to tap into that new probability table. I am actually able to get some new pals who, for some reason, give me 2 ultra spheres upon catch.
Whoa, that gave me ultra spheres? Why? How did I get ultra spheres?
Today's gonna be a day where we clear out some of these uncaptured mini-bosses. I take on the Grintail, the Moss Andalux, the Wumpobotton, and the Warsect. As day 40 winds down and as I direct my Wageoids to produce me more balls, let's hit our 40-day check-in. So right now we're currently at 100 pals of the 83 that we need. While we weren't able to defeat Axel due to unforeseen doming, we are slowly approaching an appropriate level to take him on again. Now's the time to capitalize on this momentum. Or at least that's what I would say would I not record these in 10-day segments, meaning that every 10 days my brain is gingerly thundercunted directly into a ninja slushie. As you can imagine, the majority of day 41 was spent just doing some general meandering. I tend to do that quite a bit. On day 42, I'm getting sick of my base not having enough room for my secret expansion kink, so I find a decently large flat area and begin construction on the very large cement obelisk. This time around, I'll make a multi-tiered base, allowing for me to actually fit everything I need. Hopefully we're set up for success in this new base. And I present to you very large cement obelisk. Right now we're at 102 pals, so I think that I'll take some time to catch some new mini-bosses. I catch the Univolt Lunaris, Broncherry, Aqua Broncherry, and the Elphiron. As I'm exploring the map, I come across a new area known as the something something decayed treasure something. Now that I'm here, I'll take the time to explore all of the loot and fish up every spot. Upon exhausting this area, I think that now would be a great time to grab some new goon bait.
We got a dig toy sitting in a goddamn tree. I'd say you're in an unideal situation. Bro is just chilling, living his best life, and I should honestly model my life after him. Like, look at this! What is bro doing? Get down from there! You're gonna hurt yourself, buddy.
Why is everybody afraid of love?
Oh, he's mad. Whoa, he's mad. You know what? I respect him. I want you. Alright, I'll make sure to employ him when I get back home. You!
This Anubis here is one of the best pals in the game and has been teasing me behind my ball sack this entire time. So I make my way there to wreck some Anubussy.
Holy shit, he has some defense. Dave, you're doing 2 damage. Do I use my 1 Ultra Sphere for this? I'm sitting at a 2% chance with a goddamn Ultra Sphere. 19%? Wait! No! Fuck! Oh, chill it! No! My chill it's dead. He's immune. Fuck! God damn, Anubis don't mess around.
The next couple days are just spent leveling up, as we still haven't cracked that twink Axel, and I'll be damned if I get domed by him a second time. While I'm out leveling up by killing bosses and catching my full sets of pals, allow me to hit you with an inspirational story. Remember, kids, to always follow your dreams. In 1992, a group of USC students made a Silver Surfer short fan film. One of these students, Rob Letterman, went on to direct such films as Detective Pikachu. Although it doesn't end there, because another member of the group, Eric Fleming, went on to plead guilty to distributing ketamine, leading to the death of Matthew Perry, and could be sentenced to federal prison for 25 years. As day 50 rises, I catch a Vanworm with infinite stamina, which does in fact not give him infinite stamina, as it turns out.
What? This is not infinite stamina. This is just slightly more stamina.
As it's now day 50, we're halfway done with our time limit, and we're still ahead of schedule with the 111 of the 107 pals that we need. Although the situation with the tower bosses, let's just say that Axel has been railing me into oblivion. As day 51 rises, I peel my slimy frame out of my goon cocoon, and I decide that it's appropriate to take a relaxing stroll on the Terraria Island. However, as I do, little did I know what abject horror I would encounter, known as Finsider. Ghoul, how could it be possible that you're able to defeat and capture this insane pal? Well, you see, that's my secret. I'm not.
What the fuck are these pals? This pal is invincible.
After getting my hole stretched and churning through more balls than were present at my last organized Bukake convention, I am finally able to capture this pal. This island has very good fishing opportunities, and I'd very much like to capitalize on it.
What in the goddamn hell is that?
I'm able to capture a gold mud, making me gruel my cloak near instantly. There's an ill wind blowing, bringing me an awfully familiar stench of Thigh-High's White Monster energy drink and Blahaj the Shark. It's time once again to challenge Axel. As I approach his tower, the air is tense. With a tingling ambition, I begin the process of fellatiation.
Okay, but explain this to me. Why is the leader of the Brotherhood of the Eternal Pyre? Why is he an electricity guy? Can someone explain this to me? Am I missing something? Okay, Axel, put that massive cock away, or else I'm gonna suck it. Oh my god, Vanworm! Ah, no! Oh, stay away, stay away! Okay, Dave is doing something. Yeah, Dave is really doing some numbers.
As this fight progresses, I can see that we are making insane progress and are in a very strong position to complete this fight.
I simply cannot get over how much damage Dave is doing. He is looking a bit worse for wear, though, I will say. Might be time to pull out Catris. And I gave her that sand tornado fruit. I don't know if I showed it in the video, but I gave her one. Oh, fuck. Dave, I fucking love you. Like, we just unlocked so much good stuff.
Upon defeating Axel, I immediately purchased the coal mine, and thank God that I did, as I now no longer need to farm coal.
I need 100 coal for this shit. What the fuck is this?
Finally, now that we have coal, my wageoids can begin working. Well, yes, my main base pals, with the exception of Jorpus, are living in absolute luxury, being pampered 24/7, on-site massage chairs, and fellatio performed by one Ghoul. Let's just say that my metal base pals are not. No matter, that's nothing a visit from the antidepressants fairy can't fix.
I'm realizing that I have a large amount of Pen Kings walking around my base. I feel like Pen King is just one of those pals that is incredibly useful, and especially because it has like an electric version. Like, look at this. It has watering, electricity, handiwork, mining, and transporting. Pen King is fucking goated.
On day 55, I'm realizing that the Pen King Lux is completely fucking goated, so I make my way over to Sakurajima to fish up some more. Now that we're past Axel, I think it's a good time to get some upgrades out of the way. Because we now have coal and refined ingots crafting up basically 24/7, I say we put them to use. I make the tier 2 production line, make the hyper shield, give my pals better beds, giga grappling gun, giga glider, and I make the fully motorized anal bed dragon Sibian for my Dom to bind me to. The next resource that I'm severely lacking will be quartz, which I'll use to make technology. Quartz is one resource that I have not seen up until now, so let's once again consult Glenn. Glenn then slimes his gooey tentacles all over me, just absolutely stuffing me to the brim with knowledge. I find this spot with some quartz nodes that I can transform into a base. So I spend the rest of the day setting things up. With now quartz being passively collected, I make my electronics, which allows me to make the tier 3 forge, giving me yet another new resource, the PAL ingots, which for all intents and purposes are fairly cheap, although the blaze hull that I put to smelting is proving to be slightly less than useless. Okay, it's day 60, so let's check our progress. The majority of the last 10-day segment was spent not catching pals, so we appear to have fallen a little bit behind. Right now we should be at 128 pals and we are currently at 117. We are 11 pals behind schedule. Now this makes me feel just a bit uncomfortable, although this very well could be a result of the slew of very large objects inside of my ass. Right now would be an ideal time to catch up on my pal captures. Well, let's check out the next boss instead.
Do I just like go in to see what the fight is like?
So I make my way in and, immediate reaction, I have two thoughts. One, this man is literally just Kira. And two, why is he so fucking hot? Okay, after an unrelated 3-hour break, let's see how we stack up against this boss.
Only 80k? Can I do this? What the hell? Dude, I think I can do this. Whoa, he does some damage. He definitely does some damage, I'd say. Yeah, Dave is for sure doing something. Dave and Katris have just always been the goats of this party. I need some better, like, combat pals, I think, because I'm relying so heavily on Katris and Dave. Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Okay, yeah, Chillet is... Chillet is doing well, but he's weak against fire attacks, I'm pretty sure.
As it turns out, we are actually holding up incredibly well against him, to the point that we can absolutely defeat this boss at this point. As long as I don't die.
Oh, what the fuck?
So it turns out my Warsect is completely useless. Let's swap him out with one of my electric Pen Kings. We challenge Marcus a second time, and we are able to take him out.
That attack is insane! Good! Yes! Fuck you! Fuck you, bitch!
I got 2 levels for that. I leveled up twice. Defeating this boss levels me up twice, giving me the recipe for the advanced fishing rod. So I farm the resources for it, get it crafting, obtain it, and immediately use it for sounding. Let's test it out on the master fishing spot on the Terraria Island. This advanced fishing rod makes the fishing minigame much easier and will allow me to bring in far more rare and difficult pals. While yes, I'm still behind schedule, I'm not worried quite yet because I've got massive slippery balls and the whole island of Sakurajima that I have yet to exhaust. However, you degenerate goblins will be pleased to be informed that I am not met with riches beyond my wildest dreams, but instead I'm met with pocket lint inside of my foreskin.
Oh my god, please! Fuck! I'm dead! I'm fucking dead! Ah! Okay, I got the shroomer. It took an ultimate sphere, but I got him. Dude, I can't keep using these spheres. Fuck! Why can I? Dude, I'm losing it. I'm losing my fucking mind. What is this bullshit? I have no better spheres. I've used them all.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is where panic officially kicks in. Up until now, we've just naturally been able to lollygag around and naturally catch pals as we encounter them. However, now I'm being forced to do something that I seldom do. use my brain. I head around to capture some of my remaining mini-bosses or stray pals that I find around. I capture the Veilet, Suzaku, Get Railed, Yormantide, Tombat, Shotgun, Incineram Noct, Fengalope, Ignis Fuck, Menacing, Gangler Ignis, Gorat Terra, and this human man. You thought animal cruelty was bad? Well, get ready, bitches, for human cruelty. It's the hot new thing. Call now for a free consultation. As I'm exploring around, I make a massive discovery that changes literally everything.
Wait, that's the volcano. What is that? Is this not the volcano? What the fuck? Is there just a landmass over here? Whoa, this is like a big spot.
There is an entire landmass that I was unaware of until now, just chilling right here, opening up all kinds of new pals. Let's, however, see how easy it'll be to catch them. And of course, the answer is not at all. So for now, I just head back home to do more prep. This shit would be about as entertaining as watching a house fire, so let me hit you with another Ghoul fun fact. Did you know that all is futile? Hold those you love close, for the end of man is surely nigh. Now that it's day 70, let's check in with our progress. We should be at around 150 pals, and we are currently not. At this point, I can feel the immense weight of my sins becoming fully realized. So right now, I can feel the time limit's hot, thick breath on the back of my neck. I could go to Faberake Island and capture more pals, but I'm not high enough level for that. I could go capture more mini-bosses, but I'd run into a similar issue. So I pondered. And as I was pondering over some nourishing cinema, completely by coincidence and for no other reason, I thought, wait, breeding. In Palworld, you can breed 2 different pals together. Those pals then get thrown into a complex algorithm to create new life. So I get set up to begin the Ghoul with Gruel unethical pal breeding operation, also known as the Guagupo. Now, most of these pal combinations I found using this website. Could this be viewed as disingenuous and cheating the challenge? Yes. So I observed this most foul crime against nature take place, and I slowly hatch more and more new pals, such as the Capernaum Nyafia, Crystal Foxbarks, Crystal Jolthog, Pengalit Lux, Killamari, Cellray Lux, Obfiningus, Chris, Silvigis, Ribunny Punk, Loop Moon, Chris, Yormantide Ingus, Chillet, Pyronaut. What the heck? Who's gonna tell me about research? Kitsun Daisy, Cryo, Tyro. And you'll seldom hear me say this, I think for now I've had enough breeding. Right now I think I'm at risk of contracting lethal strains of Clostridium botulinum due to poor handling of my gruel just festering in the hot sun all day. So I unwind a bit, give my mind what little respite I can, and give my metal base a bit of an upgrade. First off, I'll build a very large cement obelisk, moving all of the mining sites into it, and finally I outfit this base with a few new stations, some unnecessary unwilling, like the hot spring, and some that are vital to shareholder value, like the electric furnace. It does my heart good to see wageoids like these slime vermin producing me value. Alright, it's day 80, let's do our check-in. We're supposed to be at 171 pals, and we're still a bit behind at 164. All of that breeding seems to have melted one of my cortexes, and now all I can see is front-facing MRI images. It's now day 81, and we're kissing some butthole ready to suck down some farts. I make my way over to my next tower boss, being Victor.
Oh shit, I'm boned. I'm completely boned. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Catris. Oh fuck! I'm just gonna say it now. I don't think we can do this. Can I just leave? Can I just like I surrender? Can I just give up? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me out of here.
However, it appears as though we're not quite there in terms of skill. And as day 82 rises, I get my wageoids producing for me a blade worthy to be feared. And Widoway Princess, now that I have this katana, it's time to show you how anime I can be.
Konnichiwa.
I take some time to condense Dave up to 3-star, giving his already massive slimy meat hook just some extra girth. Let's go ahead and brag to Jorpus, who is still nursing that sprain like a goddamn Neanderthal.
Let's check on how Jorpus is doing. How is Jorpus at 3 stars? I'm not doing this. Bro is just leveling up without my permission. Jorpus, what are you doing?
It's about this time that I hatch up an Anubis that I've been breeding some good passives onto. After leveling him by way of fighting a couple bosses, I take the time to get all of my Anubises to work, making me plenty of legendary balls. I've got my katana, I've got my balls. It's about time we tips the fedora to this milady and seek out some Reddit updates over on Sakurajima. While I fill out my Palpedia here, let's dissect this diarrhea cake to get to the creamy shit filling. What do we need to do? It's becoming evidently clear that there is a chance that I don't manage to do this before my time limit. Breeding is obviously going to save my ass and slime my taint for this challenge, but breeding can only take me so far as there are certain pals that I can't breed to get. Case in point, something that I've been dreading up until now, the legendaries. So what do I plan on doing to capture these very difficult creatures? You'll be pleased to hear that I have no fucking clue. As I continue respectfully holding doors open for miladies, tipping my fedora, and wafting my unwashed butt crack expecting fellatio, I spot a very cool mini-boss pal that I very much want.
Whoa, what is that? That's some nonsense there.
As it's a ground type, Dave is actually the perfect candidate to take it on.
Whoa, what the fuck, Dave? What the fuck, Dave? When did you learn that?
Dave, ever the aggressive hard dom, brings this Knockglum to low enough health, and luckily for me, I only have to use every single one of my ultimate spheres. Once exhausting this island of all of the new pals that I could find, I willingly, by choice, make my way home. As it turns out, that was quite the fellatiation perambulation. We've managed to make it to level 52, meaning that we have available now a new tier of spheres, which take plasteel, which take oil. It's time, bitches, to raid the oil rig. Katana in hand and Anubis by my side, we storm in, leaving no witnesses. The strike is masterfully carried out. We were in and out before a single alarm was raised. We come away with 17 oil.
I'm gonna be quite frank with you, the oil rig is the most overhyped shit of all time. I literally got 16 oil. Like, that is just simply not enough.
I guess I'll just fold and make a base with an oil extractor on an oil vein. So for the rest of the night, I set up a simple oil mining base, although I may be slightly fucked seeing as my two level 3 electric pals simply cannot keep this extractor powered. You'll be glad to hear, however, that my precious pal ingots that I've sacrificed multiple of my left testicles to obtain can be used to craft the large generator. Oh glory days.
There be a sharp pain in me appendix. Methinks I need an appendectomy. Dude, that's the saddest thing, is that pirates don't have health insurance, man. It's like a Reddit post. I be a pirate, self-employed with no insurance. How much of me booty would it be to get an appendectomy? Comment deleted by moderators of r/pirates.
I will say that the late game of Palworld makes me want to remove my prefrontal cortex and insert it gingerly into my nearest trash compactor. Next time I play Palworld, I'm very much considering just saying fuck the 100 days time limit and using AFK time to farm resources. Finally, this large generator has been placed for my pals to use as an effigy to Goon to. Now I think is a good time to re-enter Victor's musty masturbatorium. We do some good damage, however, Ghoul has the motor skills of a lobotomized chimpanzee and dies.
Oh! Fuck!
Let's grab one more dragon pal. This Quivern looks good for the sole purpose that it's already leveled. And we return to attempt this fight once again.
Okay, Victor, I see those unethical baby seal leather boots you're wearing. Bro is literally just dressed like fucking Megamind. Okay, I really need to pay attention to that, like, ball attack thing that he hits. Because that was just fucking stinky and vile that he pulled that shit out on me. Okay. Pulling out Quivern. What the fuck? Oh, that attack. Oh, the thing is, dragons are powerful against him, but he does ice attacks, which are powerful against dragons. Oh, that attack, that's the fucked one. Dude, Catris is so fucking good. Catris is, like, probably my favorite pal in the game. Yormantide, please, man. Please, he's at 5,000 health. Yes. Holy shit, that was so fucking close.
As the victor over Victor, we now unlock the quartz mining site, which I quickly place into my mining base. Now, before I melt my amygdala with another inhumane amount of breeding again, I make my way over to Break just to catch some last-minute pals.
Why?
This island is just out of reach for me, however, and while yes, I am able to catch an amount of new pals, I'm ultimately tied up, domed, and stretched by the muscular goth woman that can be found in abundance here. Upon doing some base reorganization, I make a second breeding pen, and it's once again time for the Guagupo to commence. While we watch crimes against nature be made manifest, let's do our 90-day check-in. By the end of day 90, we're at 184 of the 193 pals that we need. Not only that, but I can sniff the legendaries from a mile away, getting ready to peg me without lube. The very large cement obelisk. It's then transformed into a systematic breeding complex, creating pals at unheard of, unfathomable, and unethical rates. Okay, after all of that, organized onto this sheet are the last pals that I'm currently missing. Most of them are either legendary or require legendaries to breed. Right now, with hatching this crystal mammarest, we officially hit 200 pals captured. So let's get our balls gently caressed by this group of Anubises and brace our bussies for the incoming monster cocks possessed by the legendaries.
I think the best option would be to go after Jet Dragon first, just for the simple fact it is the fastest mount in the game, so I should probably try to catch this one.
First, let's try Jet Dragon, that can be found over on Mount Obsidian.
So Jet Dragon's level 60, and my Yormantide is level 54. Not condensed or bred at all. So maybe this is not gonna go quite as planned. However, we are gonna full send.
This battle was legendary. Our descendants will tell the tale of it around geothermal vents in nuclear bunkers. I showcase such an unfathomable level of skill by being immediately railed.
What is this damage we're doing? Catris. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Catris, save me. Get me out of here. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yep.
Okay, let's instead try Frost Stallion, immediately railed. Jet Dragon, immediately railed. Immediately railed. Immediately railed. So it's clear that Ghoul is operating on his last 12 brain cells, so I'll resort instead to cheesing. And I will say I do feel a bit bad that I had to resort to this, simply because how overpowered this technique is. You'd have to be an actual nincompoop to fuck it up. Fuck! Going through this Sisyphean task, however, my rotting neurons then poop out an idea. I make a flame crossbow and flame arrows with the intention of chipping away at this boss due to damage over time. This is taking a very long time, so I'll just continue doing this all the way into day 96. Where I fucking die. That's alright, let's turn up the heat a little and make the flamethrower. Okay, as the saying goes, the sixth time's the charm. Maybe I try something different. Maybe this time I wait for it to fall asleep. Okay, once I do, I build campfires underneath it. And thank the god of gamer girl piss, somehow miraculously, it in fact does not notice that its own flesh is bubbling off the bone.
I'll just wait for him to finish burning, and then I'll hit him with the behind the head crit chance. This is fucked. This is completely fucked. Okay, let's go for it. Fuck, 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 fuck. No. I'll just keep doing this. Wait, no. Dude, I'm gonna use all of my balls. Please. Yes! Yes! Fuck you! Oh my good god. I had to build a bunch of campfires all the way, like, to the boss so that I didn't freeze to death. That was complete ass. I'm gonna be quite frank with you. Okay, well, this is immediately going into my party, and it is going to replace Chillit.
Not only am I over the moon for having this insanely great combat pal, but it can also be used for its massive horse cock. Jet Dragon is weak to ice, so I'm actually able to handily take it on with my new mount. Once I get Jet Dragon low enough, I start giving it the old googly eyes, resting my saggy testicles on top of its eye sockets. Nothing does the heart good like carpet bombing the peaceful fauna for all of the pain it has inflicted onto me thus far. What's next on the menu? Is it more horsecock? Of fucking course it is. These two legendaries, Paldius and Necromus, await patiently as Jet Dragon and I pelt them with unholy vitriol. And by day 98, we're able to catch them both. With these 4 legendary pals now caught, it's time for a legendary Bukake to ensue. Alright, now let's take some time to get the last of my breeding checked off the list. While that happens, there is one ordinary pal that I still have yet to catch, and that pal is that walking gonorrhea nodule, the Mimog. Let's just say if the Palworld devs nuked this little demon into the Earth's crust in the future, I'd happily turn a blind eye.
Don't you dare! Don't you little bitch! Cannot believe it took me and it has artisan, what the hell? Anyway, I cannot believe it took me this long to catch this little rodent.
Let's also check out our last legendary, being Neptilus. Actually, on second thought, I think I'm happy just waiting a little bit longer. As day 99 winds to a close, I catch up on the last of my bred eggs. Those eggs being Frostallion Noct, Shadowbeak, and my Bastigore. And finally, here we are. Of the 214 pals, we have finally reached 214. Fucking stupid fucking pals. Now allow me to hit you with a multiple choice pop quiz. If you were to hazard a guess, would you say that these last pals would be either A, akin to performing a DIY vasectomy, leaving you a mutilated husk of your former self, or B, a gateway into yet undocumented recesses into the dark psychology of the human mind? Why don't you screw on those little thinking caps and leave your answers down below? I'm in immense pain. The path right now is clear. I'll need to somehow rush all of the remaining bosses in quick succession in order to make my time. I have no idea if this is even possible, but then I remembered. I have one pal that has been preparing for this since day one.
Hell yeah, this is our first pal.
A pal forged in the fires of vitriol.
On a short break? Did I say that you could take breaks, Jorpus?
Jorpus? How could I be so naive? He wasn't failing at his work, he was preparing to help me in my time of need.
How is Jorpus at 3 stars? I'm not doing this!
Adding Jorpus to my party felt electrifying in a way that I cannot explain. He was my first pal, and now we'll use him to catch my last. Target number 1 in my boss rush, Saya and Saline.
All right, this is your chance. Jorpus! Yeah, I think somewhere along the way, I may have miscalculated.